Hey love, today I'm going to share with you my office closet make. If you haven't seen the entire makeover, then check the description box so I can show you exactly how I transformed this closet into a nice little home office. This space is not very big, as you can see, and it doesn't have much in it, but it's super functional, and that's what I really needed. I didn't purchase anything new per se. This is pretty much a lot of the things that I already own, like this Alex dresser and this folding table, and the chair is from my dining room. Oh, and I also had the mirror already. It was in my Pax nightstand. So I just needed to create a space where I can sit and pay bills and plan things like meal prepping other than my kitchen table, and this got the job done. Oh, and also I process a lot of film here if I can't make it to my office. So that works really well. Now, let's start with the wallpaper, because I feel like the wallpaper is really what made the space not feel so boring. And it's from Amazon. It is in my Amazon storefront, but I will link it. And as you can see, I was able to kind of maneuver around some of the hardware that was already existing in the space. I like this wallpaper because I love hexagons, and I also like it because I put a lot of holes in the wall and you really can't see them, so that's nice. And then over here, I have all of my files, and I have my incoming files, to do, outgoing, and receipts. And then inside of the acrylic wall hanging system, I have my meal planning folder for my son, stuff that he has to do, or doctor's appointments, things that I need to file away in the bigger file box goes here. And then when I get a chance to process it, I just pull the folder and go. And then archives, things that I just kind of want to process later, but I don't want to have it laying around my house, goes here. Next, I have this calendar, which is from Target, and this is from Sugar Paper Essentials. And I really like it because I'm able to document what I do online, so it kind of keeps me focused. If I don't have any colors up, then I know I haven't done anything, and it's like, okay, you need to do something or you're gonna be broke. So that's from Target. And then I had this for a long time, actually, and I just decided to put that there because, again, like I said, I like to put holes in the walls often. So I had a shelf that I thought I wanted to hang up, but I didn't like the way it functioned, so I took it down. But I'd already put a hole in the contact paper, so yeah, we're covering it up with that sign. And then I purchased this lava lamp from Target as well, which I absolutely freaking love. When I'm sitting here, it is just so calming, and I love it. Oh, and then this little carousel is from Home Goods. You can always find some of these. I actually have one in my office that used to be in the bathroom. If you watch an old video of mine, you've probably seen this in the bathroom, which this is a new one. The carousel that was in the bathroom is in my office. So what's in here? So my prayer cards all look like this on one side, and then they all have today's verse. So wherever you're reading from, you can put your verses that you want to kind of meditate on, and then any special intentions or reflections, you can write it at the bottom. And I always like the date, time, and location, the top. But this is really cool, and you can read them, at the end of the year, and just kind of really reflect over the entire year, because some days may not be good, some days may be amazing, but you get to look back and see how God answered your prayers. So yeah, I try to use these as often as possible. And then this is just like a quick scripture card, and this one says, with God all things are possible, Matthew 19:26. And I try to pull one per day. I actually went through these like 3 times, so I feel like I need some new ones, or maybe I can make some myself. But yeah, these are scripture cards. And then I have some of the best highlighters, which I purchased from Amazon. These are super popular, and they have 2 sides. They have this side and then a cleaner tip side. So what I like to do is label this, because when I plan, I have each one of these days coordinated for something. So this is for my meetings. This is for like my planning day. And then I have one for like creation day. Let's see. Yeah, that's the create, whenever I'm scheduling something and it involves me creating. And you'll see the rest over there in a few minutes. I purchased this from Amazon as well, this acrylic monitor stand, and I have used this in the living room when I had my little office set up in the living room, and I freaking love it. I'm so happy that I was able to repurpose it, by the way. Underneath is a keyboard that I purchased from Amazon, and it's pink. I like this keyboard better than my keyboard on my MacBook because I have the numbers section, and if I'm doing any financials, I have to always type in numbers, and so this just makes it a lot easier. And then this is the best this is the best mouse for editing. This is by Logitech. You can control the dials on the side as well as in the front, and you can create shortcuts for all things. I feel like as an adult, you always need a Rolodex or some type of notepad because it's always something to remember. And sometimes if you don't have strong will, like me sometimes, going on your phone can be very distracting. So I like to be able to just write stuff down so that I do not get confused or distracted. This pink Bible is from Amazon as well. So I like this Bible because it has a lot of information prior to the actual chapter. So like the welcome, right? It kind of puts everything into perspective. So you just have like a lot of details, so I like it. And then this is one of my favorite books. I thought that this book was supposed to have this when I bought it. And then when I seen it online and it didn't have it, I was like, okay, so I bought a faulty book. Okay, but I feel like it gives it character. It looks like something was intentionally set on there, but this is all in good taste. And this is a Kate Spade book, and it teaches you like how to entertain. So this is really nice if you are looking to do some partying at the house and you want to, create a brunch or tea or a nice dinner or something like that. This is from Target as well, stapler. Now, this side, on both sides of the closet, I have a lot of things stored, so I'm not going to show you because it's a mess. It's not a mess, it's just a lot of stuff. So I like to keep my pink blazer over here because it is vibing with the rest of the closet, and this is kind of like my divider per se. It's like a men's warehouse bag, but it keeps all of the stuff that I don't want to see concealed in a small way. And then this is my Alex dresser, which I've had for quite some time, and I'll show you what's in there. This is where I keep all of my hard drives and any extra electronic equipment. So I purchased this from Target quite some time ago. I got it for $5 out of the dollar spot, and I just like to keep all of my electronics in there, which is hard drives and any devices that I need for my computer. This is from Amazon, and this is from Amazon as well. These are some of my favorite quick filming tools when I want to film around the house with my phone. And then I had this acrylic makeup organizer for quite some time. I just decided to organize my lipstick. So this is all my nudes and browns, all my pinks and purples, all my lip pencils, and then my reds are in here. Extra stuff that I really haven't used but still want to keep on hand. Extra brushes down here. Okay, yeah, extra. I still haven't used this. This is the bomb, but this is terracotta. This is Guerlain Paris, and this is the bronzer in terracotta. I'm still using the same one that I bought from a long time ago. And then on top of it, I have this little doozy here, which I freaking love. So this is also from Amazon, and this allows you to clean your electronic devices just by spraying it and then wiping it like that. So as you can see, it has a little bit of dirt on it. It's doing its job. But yeah, I really like this thing a lot. And then I purchased a pink cover for my Canon G7X, and I freaking love it. This little pegboard is actually from the Dollar Tree, and I did a video where I showed how to DIY it and kind of hack it and make it look taller and seamless. And so all I did was glue it together, and then I added some contact paper and then poked the holes where I needed to poke the holes. And I hold all of my makeup palettes on here, as well as my headphones, which are from Amazon as well, and they're very affordable and very good. And then just any tools that I use often. Now I'm the wallpaper queen, so I gotta have access to all of my wallpaper tools. Okay, Okay, up here I have this pink box, which is from IKEA, and I purchased this quite some time ago, and I keep extra comforters inside of that box, and it can fold down. It's really nice to have, by the way. These boxes, which actually kind of look designer if you really look at the pattern, they're from Target, as well as the labels. And I put my tool bag in there, and my filming gear is in here, and I have extra clothes in here, so everything's labeled. And then I have my sewing machine, and the best steamer ever, okay, is this Conair steamer. You're not steaming right unless you have this, okay? So yeah. All right, so inside of this Alex dresser is all of my sewing materials, and if you can see, I labeled it sewing. So I keep everything in here that I need to sew anything, as well as my foot pedal for my sewing machine. Yeah, so I keep everything in here that I would need to sew or cut or measure in here, and I usually keep it neater than this, but this is how it looks on a daily, to be honest with you. Down here is where I keep all of my nail stuff. Of course, I have not done my nails lately. I have been doing DIY after DIY after DIY, but I just keep all of my press-on nails in here, and I have some cute ones actually. I like to stick to the nudes. I feel like they look a lot more realistic, and oh, these are pretty. Yeah, so I just like to keep these here, and I have gel polish as well as the gel set, or the gel lamp. So that's all of that. More nail stuff. This is probably more pedicure-ish like. I have some callus remover, you know, some cotton balls, that type of stuff. Pumice stones. These are foot masks. Down here is where I have some more like stationery stuff, my clipboard, and then I have my gel light, my fake hand, in case I want to cure my nails before I put them on to make them look a little bit more realistic. I use these two hands. Yeah, I use these two hands. And let me know if you want to see a video like that. Of course, aluminum foil, which I should probably put in here because you need that with the cotton balls. And then I have some nail filers and more nail stuff. And oh, I have these, which I really like. These are toe extenders. So you just put them on your toes, and it makes your toes straight. Like if you ever had hammer toes or like toes that curl, just keep these on for maybe like half the day and do it for like a week. They straighten your toes out. And I purchased those from Amazon also. They should be in my Amazon storefront, but if not, I'll add it. More acetone, but yeah, this is pretty much everything that's in my pack system. Now, the other thing that you might have noticed is that I have a extension cord that goes into the closet, and then you're probably asking yourself, how is the closet so bright? It's not the lights that you see in the mirror. It's actual lights in the closet doors. Let me show you. So if you look real hard, you can see that there's a light right there, right? I added lights to the inside of the closet doors, and then I just ran them down and then behind the desk. See how that light is shining on my blazer? Yeah, so I just ran them down here, which I wish I could conceal this a little bit better, but I can't, because as you can see, that cord is going here because the light is up there. And then everything feeds to one extension cord, which, by the way, I have these extension cords that I purchased from Amazon, and they're pretty and they're pink. And so if they are on the floor, they're not an eyesore, which I freaking love. So they still add to the aesthetic and they get the job done. And they just connect to this little outlet here. And so once I'm ready to close everything up, I simply unplug it and close the doors, and then everything goes black. All right, I'm going to show you how the lights look. Hopefully it's not too bright. Okay. Oh, and then I have magnetic stuff in here too. So this is the light, and you can purchase these from Amazon, or you can purchase from Walmart actually. And yeah, I'm gonna get some more wallpaper and finish it because this looks bad, but you get the drift. All right, changing plans. I could not help myself. I went to Home Depot and I grabbed some more flooring and I ordered a little bit more contact paper so that this space can look as cute as it should. So I'm going to put the rest of this flooring that's in this room in the closet because that's what's really killing this whole setup. And then I'm going to make sure that the contact paper goes all the way down to the floor. And depending on how I like the color of the TV dinner stand, I may paint it white. I'm not sure. The only reason I won't is because, like I said, I borrow the kitchen chair from time to time and the colors, you know, they complement or whatever. But I'm not opposed to painting that white and getting a better chair. So we'll see. But let's put this flooring down. All right, because I want to increase my functionality of this closet, I went and bought some casters. So the goal is to get this Alex to be about the same height or just a little bit bigger, and I think this is the best wheel to go with. This one is a little too big, as you can see. So I'm sitting like that or like that. I think this one is better. So I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna drill these into the bottom. So I'm going to do 5 casters and then I am going to flip it back around and then put all of the drawers back in. Alright, and I bought this from the as is section and it was already assembled, and I see that whoever assembled it did not assemble it correctly. It is missing some pieces, as you can see. So yeah, maybe I'll go to IKEA and get the hardware for that. So let me know if you want to try this out. Let me know if you would use this as a prayer closet. Initially, I did want to make this a prayer closet, but every time I tried to pray here, I felt very uncomfortable. So I just decided to keep it as a home office and pray where I feel the most comfortable. But like I said, for very little money and just some creative rearranging and using the stuff that I already had, I was able to kind of create this little, work from home office space when I can't make it to the office. And that is it. All right. Let me know in the comments what you think about this space. And as always, don't forget, be you, be beautiful, be chic on a budget. And I will see you on my next upload. Later, boo.